Top 10 foods low in pesticides. This video will share the top 10 fruits and vegetables of the Clean 15 list developed by the Environmental Working Group (EWG), starting with the most pesticide contaminated. Number 10. Eggplant. Eggplants are susceptible to pests, just like tomatoes. However, unlike tomatoes, eggplants have thicker skin that reduces the risk of pesticide contamination. Of the eggplants sampled, nearly 75% had no pesticide residue. The remaining 25% had a maximum of 3 pesticide residues. Number 9. Mango. Rich in vitamin A and vitamin C, mangoes are indeed the king of fruits. 78% of the 372 sampled mangoes were pesticide-free. Others commonly had minute quantities of thiabendazole. However, the other amount of pesticide was within the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency's limit. Number 8. Asparagus. Around 90% of the tested samples of asparagus were pesticide-free. Researchers did the tests after removing the bottom 2 inches of the spear and rinsing under tap water. Asparagus has an intrinsic mechanism to break down the pesticide used against beetles. This property helps reduce pesticide residue on the vegetable. Number 7. Papaya. Eating papayas can help fulfill your vitamin C, fiber, vitamin A, and folate requirements. Their skin helps prevent pesticide contamination. 80% of the papaya flesh had no pesticide residues. Hawaiian papayas are often genetically modified to avoid virus attacks. You can choose organic fruit if you want to avoid GM foods. Number 6. Sweet peas. Sweet peas are a great source of vitamin A, C, and K. 80% of the frozen sweet pea sample was free of pesticides. In contrast, snap peas are often eaten with their pods, so they were more contaminated. Number 5. Onions. After removing the outer layers, more than 80% of onions sampled were pesticide-free. You can still choose organic onions for their numerous health benefits. For example, organic onions have larger quantities of flavonols, which promote heart health. Number 4. Cabbage. No pesticide residues were detected in nearly 86% of the cabbages sampled. Cabbages are great at protecting themselves from pests by releasing glucosinolates. This reduces the need for pesticide spray. What's more, glucosinolates can provide defense against cancer. Number 3. Pineapple. Pineapples are among the top 3 foods with the most negligible pesticide contamination. Their thick skin forms a natural barrier against contamination. This is why 90% of the 360 pineapples tested had no pesticide residues. Number 2. Sweet corn. Number 2 on the Clean 15 list is sweet corn. More than 98% of the corn sample was pesticide-free. However, the sample was not tested for glyphosate residues. Glyphosate is a pesticide that some corn is genetically modified to resist. You can purchase organic corn if you want to avoid GM foods and glyphosate. Number 1. Avocado. On the top of the Clean 15 list is avocado. More than 99% of the sample of 360 avocados had no trace of pesticides. This is probably because of the thick protective skin that prevents contamination. Avocados are not only the least pesticide-contaminated produce, but they are also a healthy snack. They are rich in monounsaturated fats, fiber, vitamin B9, vitamin C, and vitamin K. With that, we conclude our list of the top 10 least pesticide-contaminated produce. Organic produce is excellent for people avoiding pesticides. However, it can be expensive. You can refer to the Clean 15 list to minimize pesticide exposure instead. Washing your fruits and vegetables in running water will further reduce pesticide exposure. For more informative content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.